Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's a delight to be with you today. Thank you for joining, whenever your today happens to be. Just like to check whether you are able to hear me well enough. Is the sound good enough? Because a few people were not happy with the sound last time, so let's just check that sound and picture are nicely coordinated. Yeah, all right, we're in business. So, I thought it was important, although yesterday was the 1st of September, and we say in Greece kalomina, which means a good month, and we also say right now kalo fthinophoro, which means happy autumn or happy fall. So I'd just like to take a moment because we are very much, during this month of September, transitioning, because we've got the equinox, we've got Mercury retrograde, and we are also transitioning from Pisces and Virgo energy into Libra and Aries energy. So we're changing frequency, and what's nice about the astrology is we can start to tune into the new kinds of energies that are prevalent. And that's really my reason for sharing this time with you. Libra has everything to do with peacefulness. And Mercury will go retrograde in Libra. Mercury is in Libra, will go retro in Libra, goes retro further into Virgo, but this energy of Libra is coming up. So if we can just perhaps think of the word peace. And if you can just think of peace spreading all over our world, a peacefulness between peoples, between nations, between families, between races, religions, and just that sense of peacefulness that we can perhaps just tune into together to set the tone for the September frequency. Because if nothing more, this energy of Mercury going retro in Libra has to do with finding your inner peace and then emanating that out. So if ever, I love to describe the symbolism of astrology using keywords, especially if you're learning astrology. And I'm always learning, I'm still learning. But I find these key words are really helpful for meditation, for a mantra. So Mercury in Libra, Mercury is the mind, and Libra is peace. So the challenge or the encouragement with the planets at this time is finding peace of mind. Imagine if everybody had peace of mind. If you felt peaceful all of the time. Just imagine a world. I mean, imagine John Lennon, the wonderful Libra, comes to mind. Imagine our world being peaceful. Imagine yourself feeling peaceful. And if you can, let's tune into the peaceful vibrations. If you don't feel peaceful, you may want to think of a peaceful lake, the moon, whatever makes you feel peaceful. What makes you feel peaceful? Kelly's got peace of mind right now. Beautiful, thank you. You're emanating that out. Nancy, yes, give peace a chance. Peace. What helps you to connect in with the frequency of peace? That's a really good question to ask yourself at this time. Melissa, thank you, visualizing peaceful frequencies. So just share, what are the things, yeah? I feel peaceful when I'm stroking my kitty. Walking in the park, being in nature. Nature is one of the greatest ways of being peaceful, yeah? Fresh air. For me, by the sea, listening. Thank you, Taryn, you beat me to it. Yes, by the sea. So anything that you can do to bring in the peaceful frequency is going to be turbocharged with these aspects. Yep, Kelly, the trick is to catch yourself when you're in a low vibration state and then make the shift. Brilliant. And yes, we have the power to do that. Love this. Micheline, thank you for joining on your break. Wonderful. Melissa feels peaceful in water. Yeah, the waterfall sounds. Yes, Princess Twilight. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, love this. Cool breeze at the beach, Wendy. So just get yourself into this lovely, peaceful state. Radhika in solitude. Yes, I know that. And Xenia blessing our world with light and love. Yeah. Okay, so these are the energies. Now let me break it down for you. Okay, let's go into the important dates. Sometimes I get feedback from people say, you didn't give us dates, you didn't stay on the astrology. So I'm going to do my best now to really give you the important dates. Oh, Rami, yes, definitely a nice cup of tea is very peaceful. A sound bath, yes. Oh, you have some wonderful ideas. This is great. So Venus, ruler of Libra, goes into Virgo on the 5th of September. So Venus in Virgo is finding ways to enjoy bringing efficiency and order into your world. It's about discernment. Yeah, I actually love having a good sort out. So what needs sorting out that maybe you'd really like to sort out, but you haven't had the chance to do it? You know, maybe it's a toolbox, maybe it's some paints, maybe it's your clothes, maybe it's some papers, but what would you love to get organized and run more efficiently? And this Venus in Virgo energy, it's going to be in Virgo until the 28th of the month. It's a perfect time to enjoy bringing a sense of order, efficiency, a skillfulness to how you use your time and energy. What I'm practicing doing, for example, is at the end of my day, is actually making a note of 2 or 3 really important things that I want to do the next day. I don't think about it long and hard. I just think, right, these are 2 or 3 things I really want to do next day. And if I do them, I'm going to feel super productive. And you know, it really works. I've noticed how much more efficient I am when I do that the night before. So that's very much a Venus in Virgo type of energy. So where do you need to get efficient and discerning? And can you enjoy the process? Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo is also very good at discerning what is good for my health. What do I need to eat? When do I need to eat? When is there a good time in the day that's better for me? Can I tune in until the 28th of the month? All right. Yes. I love that, Amanita. Yes, make a list with the least favorite thing first and give yourself a reward when you do it. Okay, that's another way. What I try to do, and that's a great way, and that sometimes does work. Yeah, I do that when I've got a load of videos to do. I give myself a reward afterwards. But now what I'm doing as well is I'm deciding to look for ways that I can put a positive spin on something that I've given a negative name to. Not always possible, but amazing how you can turn yourself around. Okay, so that's the Venus in Virgo energy. On the 9th of the month, we've got Mercury retro in Libra until October 3rd. So it will go retrograde in Libra first, and then on the 24th of September, it goes retrograde into Virgo. So let's look at what this might mean and how we might use it productively. So we're transitioning from the energies of Libra, Virgo, Virgo, Libra. It's like they're going there and back. The sun is going from Virgo to Libra, and Mercury is going from Libra to Virgo. So they're going opposite, right? So don't be surprised if sometimes you're feeling a little bit, as we say in Greek, berdemenni, a little confused, a little as though, okay, I thought I was going there and now things seem to have changed. So just see if you can be adaptable to things just gently changing on you. The other thing is with the Libra energy, you may find yourself not being able to decide clearly. Yeah, you've got different choices. You can't decide. I couldn't decide which paintings to share with you today. So you've got sort of about 6 different ones in the background. I thought, oh, this is typical Libra energy. I'll just put them all there because I fancied all of them. So the retrograde in Libra is saying, give yourself time to make decisions. You don't have to rush into things necessarily. I've noticed that. I set myself sometimes these deadlines. You must go to the post office today. You've got to get this, I'm thinking, and then with this Mercury retro coming along, I'm thinking, well, do I really have to do that today? Would that be less stressful to do tomorrow? So the Mercury in Libra is, how could I take the stress so that I can make sure I'm keeping my peace of mind, my balance? That's your challenge with this. The Mercury in Libra is maintaining peace of mind. Now, what we're also working with this Virgo Libra energy is Virgo is very much about working on yourself, self-improvement. Okay. I'm constantly striving to improve myself. And I think most of us are. I think, aren't you trying to do that a lot of the time? And I do strive for perfection. I think many of us are doing that too. And sometimes it's like, oh gosh, this is too hard. But the Virgo energy encourages you to really work on yourself. So for example, I have some balancing exercises that I do where I'm standing on one leg. And it's much, much easier to do them with my eyes open. The minute I close my eyes, I'm all over the place. But Libra, balance, keeping my balance, whether my eyes are open or whether my eyes are closed. And I'm absolutely determined to be able to do it. To be able to actually balance myself on one leg, moving the other leg, and stay balanced. So I'm striving to do it. And I'm wobbling all over the place, but I'm wanting to do it. What are you striving to accomplish? What do you want to really improve. Because this is when the Mercury goes retro into Virgo, things that you have wanted to master, that maybe you haven't mastered until now, you can come back to them. Come back to them. Have another go. All right? Have another go. Give yourself another go. So for me, I'm practicing. Drives me nuts. I want to sit tall, stand tall, and not to have a dowager's hump, and to be hunched over, which I've been since I was a teenager. I remember my mother saying, stand up straight, Barbara. Yeah? But now it's like, it's not to do with age. It's just to do with, can I improve? Can I keep improving? So what do you want to improve? All right. So these are just things to think about. These are the energies that will help you to be able to accomplish this. And just know that every time you improve yourself, you help everybody. Everybody benefits from your effort. So never think that something that you do on your own, in your own space, quietly, but you accomplish it, never think that doesn't make a difference. It does. You help all of us in that dedication and devotion that you give to something, no matter how small it is. You know, when the child takes its first steps, it's like, woohoo! We're no different now when we're taking first steps, doing things that are strange, difficult. Cheer yourself on. I'm cheering you on. Denise would like to improve tolerance and patience. Yes, with you on that one. Goodness gracious. So, on the 10th, we've got this full moon in Pisces. I have done a video about that full moon, so I won't speak about that too much because there's already a video on that. Don't want to repeat myself. Then on the 22nd, 23rd, we've got the equinox and the sun going into Libra. Now, the other prevalent thing all month is Mercury is opposite to Jupiter. Mercury in both Virgo and Libra opposite to Jupiter in Aries. So what does this mean? How can you use this? Aries and Jupiter has to do with expanding your wisdom, your knowledge, and doing things for yourself. Being courageous, taking a risk. And the Libra has to do with finding harmony inside yourself. I've got the most perfect quote here from Amelia Earhart. If I was, I couldn't have found a more perfect quote for this aspect. Amelia Earhart, the first woman, I believe, to fly. Imagine what courage that must have taken as a woman in those days. And her words are this: courage, that's the Aries energy, courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. Libra. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. So if you run away from your problems, you run away from things, they're bugging you. They don't go away, but you're bugged and you certainly don't have peace of mind. But if you are courageous and you face whatever is coming up for you, even little things, this will give you the peace that you're looking for. And I'm just saying, wow, that describes this aspect that is with us all month. So let me give you a teeny weeny example of how it showed up in my life. I want to cross this big double carriageway, traffic, you name it. And it's a long walk in the heat to any kind of traffic light to cross the road normally. There's a girl shows up next to me, a young girl. And I can see she's going to cross this road. And I said, "You going to cross?" And she said, "Yeah, why not?" I said, "Well, how do you get over that? You know, there's like an embankment thing that you're going to have to climb over." Oh, she said, "No problem." I thought, okay. I followed her. She climbed over it. I thought, well, if she can do it, I'll be brave and I can do it. And I did. Easy peasy, nothing. Now, I allowed myself to be inspired by somebody else's bravery. Would I have done it on my own? Probably not. But the fact that she did, I can do it. So if there's something that you might be afraid of, then look to somebody who's already done it and go, well, right, they did it, I can do it. So do you know, can you think of something now that needs your courage? It might be to do with finances, might be to do with a relationship, might be to do with health. I mean, there's many areas where you kind of know you've got to pluck up courage and you've got to get it off your chest, or you need to say so, or whatever it is. And you know, once you've done it, you're going to feel better about yourself. You might not have the desired result immediately, but you may well find a peace of mind and a peacefulness inside that you didn't have before. All right, Alenka, dancing, swimming. All right, fabulous. So stretch, okay? Patty needs courage to begin dating. Okay, great. Okay, so that Jupiter in Aries is stretching you, you know, where can I be brave? You know, and even if you don't feel it, that you do it anyway. And this will give you that inner peace. And this is a real theme of this month. So if you can bring it into your world, you're going to be doing well. Okay. Wendy, courage to get work done in your house. Okay, we'll start with something small. I often find that just starting with something small initially gives you a bit more confidence. Yeah. Just gives you that a little bit of a lift. And then once you're lifted, you know, you're more lifted. Had to have a conversation with my landlord here yesterday, and I've been nervous about it a little bit. You know, it's about things that need to be done to winterproof the house because it's so cold in the winter. You know, and I was a little nervous about it, but I thought, no, got to be done, and you know, felt better afterwards. Definitely. So, oh, Melissa just started tutoring again in your 70s. Woohoo! Love it. Okay. All right. Georgina took courage to stay alive today. Cheering you on, Georgina. Okay, awesome. So we have this equinox point. You know, it's interesting that Libra comes at this equinox, you know, where you've got this sense of balance. So keep asking yourself this month, am I in balance? What am I overdoing? The Jupiter is like going to an extreme, and the Libra Mercury says, well, let's come back into balance. So are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough rest? How can you bring more peacefulness into your world? And can you think thoughts of peace? I had to do it yesterday in the paint store. The lady was so, I won't say she was unpleasant, but she didn't have the nicest vibration. Let me put it that way. And she certainly didn't like me asking for a discount. You know, and I thought, well, I'm buying quite a few paints here. No harm in asking. You know, it's a big public store. It wasn't any skin off her nose. And she harumphed and pumped and, you know. And I said to her, we're in Greece, you know. I'm not in, you know, somewhere where they don't ask. You do ask. So I could feel her energy, as well. Anyway, I did get a bit of a discount. Not that she was happy about it, but okay. But I just asked for peaceful thoughts to come through. If nothing more than I would not be affected by her somewhat not positive vibrations. So keep just keeping saying, how can I bring peaceful energies in? Especially when you're challenged. Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Yeah. Wow, Amber, you learned to swim in Los Angeles this summer. Woohoo! And you'll be 40. Awesome. See, so much that you can do. And when you've done it, you feel fantastic. Yeah, it's like, wow. So I'm just encouraging you to stretch, to be courageous, and to keep bringing back to the balance. Am I in balance? We've got a new moon in Libra on the 25th. So everything from the 22nd, 3rd, everything coming more into Libra. The Sun, Mercury goes into Virgo. I've talked about that. The new moon in Libra. On the 29th, we've got Venus into Libra in its rulership, which is wonderful for peacefulness and kindness. Wow, Gina, you completed a women's carpentry class, overcame your fears, breaking gender barriers. Woohoo! Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So really, I can't encourage you enough in this endeavor, because the energies are right with us here in these types of frequencies. Yeah. As Mother Teresa says, peace begins with a smile. So a smile can always work wonders. The Dalai Lama says, do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. So no matter what other people are doing or not doing, do not allow it to destroy your inner peace. May take a bit of effort, but that's the focus. All right. And it's inspiring, J Journeys. Yeah, it's so inspiring to hear your stories, the things that you're doing, the things that you're accomplishing. And don't think of it as small. It's not small. If it's something you've not done before and you've taken the risk and you've done it, you're helping everybody. That is the thing. Oh, JR, you're watching and tidying up. Now that's a very good Virgo thing to do. Ha ha ha. There you go. Health by Habits, the courage to share with your world your tarot readings. All right, excellent. Talking about candles, that to me this is an important message, as Mercury will retrograde into Virgo. This has to do with thinking and remembering to do good deeds. And this from The Merchant of Venice by dear William Shakespeare. How far that little candle throws his beams, so shines a good deed in a weary world. So a little good deed. Just remember. So that's the Mercury retro in Virgo. Remember every day, what can I do that will be kind, that will be good? So the Mercury retro has two frequencies you're working with. Peace of mind, keeping yourself in balance mentally. And when it goes into Virgo retro, remembering to do those little acts of kindness. Little acts of kindness. There seems to be a lot of energy around Mother Teresa not being perfect. Whatever that is, okay, I'm not aware of it personally, and I'm just relaying the quotes to you. So that's all. And now let's just see what the Oracle cards, what the Pleiadian Oracle deck would like to share with us just before we close today. You might want to join me for my webinars I've got the Libra webinar coming up on September the 27th, where we'll look at everything to do with Libra. So here we are. Here's the message from the Pleiadian deck. Explore imaginary worlds. So what do you imagine for yourself and for others? We started with imagine. We started with John Lennon today and the Libra. Imagine our world filled with peace. What are you imagining? Let's take a moment now to imagine the ideal that you would love to have in your world, personally, and what you would love to imagine on our beautiful planet Earth. I would play you the music, it's all copyrighted, so you'll have to imagine the music or sing along to it mentally. Beautiful. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate that. I appreciate you, Radhika, for doing such a wonderful job in the chat. She's amazing. Thank you, all of you, for all the contributions that you're making, beautiful soul family. And I just wish you a wonderful September and beyond. May it be peaceful for you. May you take risks and overcome fears. And above all, remember to enjoy. Much love. Bye for now.